This is the date that Draeger has that I came in to get the vehicle engine immobilizer serviced. This is a load of crap. I have written in many letters that I have that I state that I had a service that was for 2 months, and then I'd come in and get it serviced for 1 month, and then a service for 2 months, and then 1 month for the entire period of the program. And they never thought that I would have made YouTube videos, which I did make, showing my services because it was so stressful. I decided to start videoing it a year and a half after I'd been doing it. And because once the program was gone, there'd be nothing left. I wouldn't have anything left of heartache and the sadness and the destruction that this caused into my life. And then, so I made a video on YouTube, and then I made that video, and the 1 month service was coming up, and I came in to get the vehicle serviced for 1 month, and I was just by chance holding my phone in my hand, and I said to the man, "No, this is the 1 month service," and he was demanding double the money from me, and I thought, this has just gotten weird all of a sudden. He's just telling me that it's for 2 months, and I've been coming in here for 1 month. I wish it had been for 2 months, because then I would have saved twice my lifetime that I've been spending on it. And then I started recording because I had the phone in my hand, and I said, "I've been coming in here to get the vehicle serviced every month. It's been 2 months services and then 1 month services, the whole year and a half." And he goes, "I've just been on the phone. I'll get that recording. I've just been on the phone to Draeger, and they've said it's 2 months. So I'll go and immobilize your car now. I'll just ring them back up and tell them that I'll immobilize your car and you'll need to get a tow." Basically, just getting really aggressive out of nowhere. Because they'd been servicing the vehicle for 2 months and then 1 month. But then the problem is that then when they would give me one with no assistance, for example, on the 8th of June, they didn't give me any assistance in the letter that I received at some point, 2016. They didn't give me assistance, so I reapplied to get assistance. And so on the 1st of September, I reapplied and got financial assistance. So then maybe the 2 month service may have happened again from the beginning of the letter, but I'm not sure. But it's so confusing that there's so many different things could happen. But I was always going in there for a 2 month service and then a 1 month service. And then I made YouTube videos, and then it was about to show the 1 month service, and I didn't think anything of it, and they never thought that would happen. They never thought that I was going to make a YouTube video and literally prove their 1 month service right there in a court case with no actual work to be done. It would just be shown, simple. So then they stopped and they said, "No, it's always been 2 month services." And this just came out of thin air, and I put my phone on record and recorded this conversation. And in it you can see how aggressive he became, and that he was on the phone to Draeger. I don't think that it's common protocol that he speaks to Draeger every time he services the device, but in this recording you can clearly hear him say, "I just got off the phone from Draeger and they said it's 2 months, so I'm doing it 2 months." And it had always been 1 month, 2 months, 1 month. And this is their load of BS, where they say that these are the amount of services I had. For one, I was in Gloucester in November 14th. On November 14th, my engine was becoming immobilized, and I went to the police and I said, "My car engine is going to shut my Draeger interlock device is going to immobilize my engine in a couple of days." And I went to the police. The police called the Salvation Army because I had driven to the camp to stay, and when I had to ring up the Salvation Army, I had to drive 100 kilometers in, and then they'd say, "Oh, we'll ring you back on Friday at 2 o'clock." So then I drive back to the camp and then drive in on Friday at 2 o'clock, and then they didn't call. So I'd drive 100 kilometers for that, and then I'd ring up the number. And when you ring the Salvation Army after 2 o'clock, it says, "We are open between 9 and 5. We are closed now." But I would ring at 2 o'clock. And at any time when I'd ring that number at 2 o'clock or after 2 o'clock, it just gave me the message that it's open between 9 and 5. And that it's closed now. Even though it's 2 o'clock, it's still closed. But that's what they were doing to me. So then I drove back to the camp and then drove back on Monday to call them to say, "Look, you didn't call me back." And they'd say, "Yes, we did call you back." But they hadn't. And then they'd say, "We'll call you back again on this date." So I drove back to the camp. They didn't call me back. When I came back, ring them up again. And in this time, my car engine was becoming immobilized. I had a message on my interlock device telling me that my car engine was about to become immobilized in November, right? So I went to the police at Gloucester and I said, "My car engine is about to become immobilized and I've driven here 5 times to get a call, but they will not, they not make, but they say that they have called me and they haven't. And right now, I'm in here right now waiting for a call. You can see that, can you tell me if my phone works? What's the problem? I'm not receiving a call." This guy rang my phone. This guy rang the Salvation Army, this policeman, and he's my proof that my engine was becoming immobilized in November. And so I can tell you for a fact where this here is wrong. I got the vehicle serviced, yes, on the 28th of October. I don't know. But I also got it serviced on the 23rd of December. But there's a service in between here in November that they're missing. I had another service. My car, I definitely know for a fact. I went to the police station at Gloucester, and they knew, and they called my phone. There'd be records of it if you can get the phone number from the police. He called me in November, and my car was becoming immobilized. And there's no way that my car was becoming immobilized and the next service was on the 23rd of December when I wasn't even in Gloucester beyond the 7th of December. I can guarantee that. I have a bank statement that proves that I made a purchase on the 7th of December. I don't know before that exactly where when I left Gloucester, but I know that I was in Gloucester and my engine was becoming immobilized. And I had to get it serviced in November. 100% fact. And this is a load of BS right here.